Welcome back to Super Stubborn Animal. Today we'll explore how the Inuit have survived in the harsh Arctic environment and how they face one of the deadliest predators on Earth, the polar bear. They have developed incredibly clever survival strategies to protect themselves and their communities from this powerful creature, all based on their deep understanding of the nature surrounding them. The Inuit didn't have modern technology like rifles or electric fences, but instead relied on keen observation and traditional knowledge passed down through generations. One of their key strategies was the ability to detect polar bears from a distance using wind reading. Inuit hunters would use wet fingers to feel the slightest change in wind direction, helping them detect a bear's scent from several kilometers away. They were also skilled at reading tracks in the snow, such as the depth of footprints, the way they spread out, and the spacing between them, allowing them to understand the bear's behavior and intentions. Another crucial factor was managing food. Polar bears have an incredible sense of smell, able to detect food from miles away. So the Inuit built their food caches far from their living areas and used wind barriers to conceal food odors. They also developed specific cooking methods, like using sealed snow kitchens with ventilation tunnels to help disperse cooking smells and reduce the risk of attracting bears. The traditional Inuit shelter, the igloo, was not only a way to stay warm, but also a fortress against polar bears. Its dome shape made it incredibly strong, able to withstand the weight of a bear climbing on top. The entrance was intentionally narrow and low, preventing the bear's broad shoulders from squeezing through. Inuit communities also strategically chose locations for their settlements, ensuring clear sight lines for spotting approaching bears. They created compressed snow paths around their homes to detect bears even in the dark. When confronted by a bear, the Inuit used traditional weapons like the nulk, a special spear designed specifically to handle polar bear encounters. They also relied on sled dogs not just for transportation, but for defense. These dogs created protective circles around humans and made enough noise to scare off bears. The Inuit developed a natural alarm system using snow paths to warn of an approaching bear, even when they couldn't see it. The Inuit understood that polar bear behavior changes with the seasons, so their survival strategies adapted accordingly. In spring, when bears were hungry and aggressive after months of fasting, the Inuit took extra precautions, traveling in groups and hunting only during the brightest parts of the day when bears were less active. In summer, when the ice melted and bears were forced onto land, the Inuit moved their settlements inland to avoid direct contact. In fall and winter, they continued to adapt their hunting and survival tactics based on their understanding of bear behavior and changes in the environment. The success of the Inuit in surviving polar bear attacks is not due to brute strength, but to a deep understanding of the bear's behavior in their environment. Through centuries of accumulated knowledge, they have developed sophisticated methods of defense, helping them not only survive, but also coexist with one of the world's most dangerous creatures. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this and want to learn more about how animals and humans interact in the wild, don't forget to subscribe to Super Stubborn Animal for more amazing wildlife stories. See you next time.